Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. Today we're going to do our daily technical analysis of gold and silver. It's 11/9/2021. Say that one too many times. I'll give you my financial opinion on the markets. It's just my opinion. Does not constitute as advice or anything like that. We're going to talk about the dollar, 10-year yield, get into some precious metals, and then ETFs and individual companies. So let's dive in, let's take a look, and let's see what the markets are telling me at least. So this is gold and silver, and we're going to start with the dollar and gold, the continuous contract. And what I see is actually pretty promising. We have a broken uptrend line that broke to the downside late in the day, where we could see a move lower in the dollar. And then on gold, we are breaking this pattern here. We had some resistance there, some resistance, broke through it to the upside. Momentum is to the upside. This is looking good, guys. It is looking good on the short term. 1834.10. And I will be ultra mad if they dump this in the aftermarkets, because this momentum looks beautiful moving to the upside. I've got an 1834 print here, but I don't see that on the other chart. But that's what I have on this one. We've got the dollar here. It's coming up on this uptrend move. We've got 93.95. It's down a little bit right on the trend line. It's right on it. So let's see which way it breaks tomorrow, because the momentum is to the downside. We've got the 10-year yield right at support doing the retest. So we broke out, came back to retest, and let's see if this thing holds and we can get momentum to the upside. Now looking at gold, we're right there. I've got an 1830 print here and an 1834 print here. Two different websites. I don't know which one's right, but we're right there at that resistance line of 1835, 1837 that we want to close above. We're right there. Now, if this sells off a little bit, I want to see small down days. Or I want to blow right through it. Blow right through the resistance and close up, 1840 and above. That would be obviously preferred. Silver is also right below its resistance line. So all of these are lining up for a move to try to break through resistance. Platinum's pressed up right against its resistance line as well. It's pressed right up on it. We've got a good run at it, so everything looks good. Copper, just looking at this metal as well, broken down trend line, pull back to do the retest, and now we're starting to move our way upward. GDX, I call this a turtle head. It's peeking its head out past the resistance line. Can we break through here? We'll find out tomorrow. And GDXJ is doing a turtle head. It's peeking its head out. Are we going to break tomorrow and close above here, or are the sellers going to push this thing back down? We'll find out tomorrow. And we're doing it on all of them. Here's SILJ, right? Pushing right up against resistance. We're right there, ready to break. EXK is ready to break. AG broke and did a little back test and then came back up. It looks good. Metallic Minerals broke the downtrend line, came up, back test, and I like buying in this area here. It's a small silver exploration company. Franco-Nevada is trying to break through its resistance line coming back through here. It's right there. Sandstorm Gold peaking above it. Broke out, pull back, and let's see if we can get some momentum tomorrow. I think it looks good. Teuton Resources still struggling down here, down at 164. Hopefully we can get some momentum to the upside and the price of gold can move higher. EMX is looking good. We got some support through here, bounced off of it, and we're trying to pull back higher. I did purchase a little bit down here in EMX yesterday or 2 days ago. We've got Newmont Corporation. Here's our line that we're trying to break up here. It still has a little bit of ways before moving on higher, before hitting the resistance line. Barrick Gold's pressed against its resistance line right now, so let's see what it does. Here's copper. This is a global copper miners ETF, and we're coming up on its resistance line just like the others. So that's what I have for today. Not a huge amount, but it's right there, guys. I mean, again, looking at the fundamentals of usually the sequence or the order that this happens. Usually we have oil take off, gold follows behind it. Gold's taken off, or oil's taken off. We had a big day in oil today, too. It was up 3% or so. I think that gold's going to follow. Do we need higher interest rates to get the money to rotate over? Eventually, I think we will to really get this market moving. In the beginning, probably not. We just need high inflation. We need people to understand it's not transitory. Once they catch a whiff of the non-transitory nature, if this sticks around a little bit, we're going to see money being deployed into precious metals because of the real negative rate on bonds. If interest rates start to creep up, which we're watching in this, I think what it's going to do is put pressure on bonds and stocks, and eventually that money's going to rotate over. But we need to get to a critical point. I don't know the exact point that is for interest rates to get to a level where it's like, we're getting a little bit uneasy here holding our bonds. Let's go buy some precious metals. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's going to take some time, but we are making the right steps right now. We're watching it real time, trying to break its resistance line. We break this line and we close above it, I think we're going to see higher prices, and we could see vastly higher prices. So we're watching it. Join the channel. Let's watch this thing on a daily basis. Scribe out its patterns. If you guys like this content, give me a thumbs up. And thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.